Hey, Assalamu alaikum guys. Welcome back. I'm so glad you tuned in again. I was a bit nervous no one would watch my videos. Anyway, I'll just start. So basically, this video is going to be first video of the 10. So the series is called HIJABIFY Me. So 10 videos, 10 weeks, and I'm going to talk about the practical and personal aspects of wearing or dressing modestly. So I want to go through all these practical things about how we can make it easier for you to modify your wardrobe, to make it, modify your wardrobe if you're planning on dressing in a more modest way. Before I go into all of that stuff, I really want to talk about why we even wear a scarf. What's the point of it? Because what is the point of me making all these videos talking about dressing modestly and whatnot if I'm not even going to talk about what the point is of wearing it? So that's what I want to do in this video. I want to talk about why I wear a scarf, why I dress this way. So it's a more personal as opposed to a more practical video. So bear with me, just giving you some perspective. I have been wearing a scarf for a long time, I guess since I started primary school. It was just something my sisters did and I went to school. I'm like, just wear it, you know. It was only when I got to high school where I started thinking of like, why did I do this? Oh my God. No, not really, but sort of, yeah. So I started questioning it in high school, and then by the time I got to the end of high school, uni and so on, I very much love it. So me growing up in a Western country, Australia, I do feel like you're not always seen as, like, people aren't always going to pick on you and be rude to you. I mean, you get that here and there, but it's more so like you're different. People see you as different. You're never going to be the same. And you know me, I'm brown and wear a scarf. So for me, it was always looking different. And that was something that I needed to get used to, adjust to. And I basically had to just take what was different about me and own it, because, you know, if you run away from what makes you you, then you don't end up being happy at all. So yeah, you just got to take it and make it work for you, and in the end it always does if you really do take that on as part of you. So if we want to get technical and talk about why Muslim women wear the actual headscarf, is in the Quran there are two places in particular where hijab or headscarf or dressing modestly is mentioned. The first one is, I guess, men and women are called to dress modestly and guard their chastity. So, and I guess dressing this way is a part of that. And the actual injunctions of how to dress modestly are not mentioned in the Quran. They're mentioned in the prophetic traditions. And the second one is that women be recognized, and And I really like that, because I feel like that's God's way of saying, you're my representatives on earth. So when people want to know about me, they will look to you as an example. So, and I think that that's true, because so many people come up to me asking me things as if I'm like a representative for all Muslims. I'm like, I don't feel like I am. But once you wear a scarf, you take on that responsibility. So that's the second thing. The benefits that I personally feel like I get from wearing a scarf are many, and I feel like it changes depending on how old you are. So for me, when I was in primary school, the reason why I wore it was completely different to the reason why I'm wearing it now. And you know, and it changes throughout periods in your life. So I'm sure when I'm like 40 years old, it might be different. But now, as a 24-year-old, in the society we live in, the primary reason, yes, it's because God has asked us to, and I believe that it's better for me to dress this way in public. But personally, like, I really, it's my way of just being to the industry that tells me that I need to show my body to be accepted. Because I find it so frustrating that women are just commodified, hypersexualized. There is nothing wrong with women being sexual beings or whatever. I mean, that's fine. Men can be too, and everyone is, and everything. But when that becomes the only thing by which you are appreciated or recognized, I don't want to be a part of that. I really don't. And I think that a lot of women don't, but they still fall into that trap, because that's what is seen as admirable these days. So frustrating. It's so frustrating. Also, with the hijab, on a societal level, another benefit of it is that it's really just desexualizing that society, because these days almost everything is about sex. I'm bringing sex back, like everything, music, advertising, it's all about sex. And I mean, like the other day, like, this isn't sex, but it's sexualizing a woman. It was an advertisement at Coles where the lady, nice lady, beautiful looking lady, was turning around, and I think she was putting her thumbs up, But the thing is, like, when you look at the poster, it's her face and her hand and her bum. Why am I seeing her bum? Why is it necessary in a Coles advertisement to see a woman's bum? Why? It's because they want us to look at the poster. Then we see it and we say, oh, she's got a nice bum. It's just like, why? I don't get it. And it honestly makes it look like that's all we're worth it. And it's not, obviously if anyone asks you, you're not going to think, oh yeah, that's all women are good for, you know, looking pretty. And you're not going to think that. You're not stupid. We're not stupid. But it's on a subconscious level. Like when you see things, it goes on a subconscious level, and if you hear it and see it enough, it settles there at the back of your mind, and then it affects the future decisions and thoughts that you make and have. Seriously. Yeah. So there are other reasons that women wear it as well. Like some women say that it feels like it's just privacy that they have. It's privacy that they have when they go out. They don't want everyone seeing every nook and cranny. Some other women I've heard say feel like for them it's a reminder. It's a constant reminder that they are representing their faith. They have a connection with God, and so if they're going to do something bad or say something bad, they remember and they're like, no. It's like a reminder for them. Okay, so yeah, and also I guess hijab really is something that is a part of modesty, but don't get it mixed up. It is not all of modesty. Just because you have a scarf, it doesn't mean that you're modest. And if you don't have a scarf, it doesn't mean that you're not modest. Not only is it not all of modesty, but it is not all of Islam. It's not all of Islam. It's not everything about being a Muslim is, do you wear a scarf or not? Yup, tick, you're a Muslim. You know, it's not like that. There are 5 main things that you need to do to be a Muslim. 5 main things. None of them is wearing a headscarf. Not one. So something else I wanted to talk about, which I had someone ask me about online, and I've had people ask me a gazillion times in person as well, is can you be a Muslim and dress fashionably at the same time? Is it a contradiction? And on and on and on. So it depends. I think as a Muslim, especially in today's society when people are just like, you know, you want to really be, and you should always be just the best person you can be, not just in terms of your personality but also in terms of your clothing, because people do see your clothing and that does reflect something of you. So if you're dressed in like shabby clothes that don't look good, well then you're not giving off a good example. You know, and a prophet, peace be upon him, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was the best example, and he would always look sharp and on point. So I think it's amazing that we've even come to a point where it can be classed as fashionable, because at one stage wearing a hijab or a headscarf or dressing modestly was something that your grandma does, not you, or that you do once you come back from Hajj, right? No one else did it. No one else would want to do it. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with doing it in a fashionable way, as long as you're not compromising on the essence. Before I leave you guys, I wanted to just put something out there. Think about it. Think about it when you're getting dressed this week, when you look in your wardrobe, and get back to me next week, because that's when we're going to start going through that wardrobe of yours. But the first thing, honestly, is I want you to think about, why do you dress the way you do? And you'll find that you might come up with things that you never even realized. You might learn things about yourself that you didn't even know. If you wear a hijab, why do you wear it? If you dress modestly, why do you wear that? If you wear jeans that you feel like are too tight, why do you wear them? Why? Think about it. Do you really want to be dressed like that or not? You know, if you want to be wearing skirts but you don't because you feel like people are going to judge you, is that why you don't think about it? I really want you to think about this stuff. You know, like when you wear a mini skirt out, do you feel like that's exactly how you want to be dressed? If it is, then that's fine, that's perfect, that's everyone, each to their own. But if you don't feel like you want to wear that but you still do sometimes, just think about it. Okay guys, see you next week. Next week's video topic is, I'm not telling you until next week. Keep the questions coming, however personal, practical, private, whatever they are, I don't mind. See ya! Mwah.